everyone, it's Carolee here. How you going? It's been a while since I posted last. Just had a few things that have been a little bit distracting, shall we say. But anyway, I just was inspired to just come on and talk a little bit about the Lionsgate energy portal that's coming up. And what it's about and how we can kind of prepare for it. And also something that's come up to light recently in my life are triggers. We've all got them and how we respond to them. So I kind of feel there might be a lot of that stuff going on as part of our healing process to look at ourselves and heal that aspect, that trigger, if you like, so that we're not taking that forward. So that's part of all the heavy 3D energy programming that's falling away. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. So I did pull some cards yesterday in regards to the in preparation for the Lionsgate. Where are my notes? Here we go. So let me just talk a little bit about what Lionsgate is. Okay, so it's when the sun is in Leo and we've just entered the Leo phase, Leo energies. So the sun and Leo, wow, double whammy. The sun and Leo, the lion representing the sun, the love, life, the energy, the power, but or the strength perhaps. So it's when the sun, the Sirius star system, the Orion's belt and Earth all come into alignment. And it happens on or around, at least here in the southern hemisphere, on or around the 8th of August, the 8th of the 8th. So it's pretty, and with those planets or those star systems in alignment, then, you know, that's pretty powerful energies coming through, and it's manifesting energies. Time to manifest. So that's why I thought I'd do a sort of precursor to that. So now we can start thinking about, I mean, we've got the new moon coming up next week, next Thursday, I think it is. Got the new moon coming up. So that's a time to start kind of bringing forth that which you would like to manifest and or bring into your being over the next while. And of course, maybe a week, 10 days later, we've got the Lionsgate. It does kind of, and if you can imagine, it's starting to kind of come into being as we speak. It's just a timing thing. So, and same with after the 8th of the 8th. So if you're kind of watching this, and it doesn't really matter, you can kind of shoot your manifestations out to the universe at any time, really. And if you've got the belief, then you'll see it. So, including triggers. Okay. So, let me just do that. Okay, so what's going on? And I was also inspired to use the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell. This deck here. Because this was all about us bringing our desires or dreams, goals, what have you, into being. So it's like, how can we best help ourselves or serve ourselves to bring that which we desire into our life? So the cards that came out, and in this order, was the Just Say Yes, Birthing the New Age, or New World, Our New World. What does it say? Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And then we have this one here, which is the Pleiades. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And then we got the Warrior Woman, which is, have you answered your deepest calling? So I'll just, what I'm kind of getting with this card, well, with all of the cards, is just leave that one there for the moment. At least starting with this one, okay, just say yes. And it's about body, mind, and spirit, soul being in alignment to receive, or first of all, put your new earth out into the universe, if you like, what that looks like to you, how you want that to look. Okay, but also be open to receive it. You know, it's done. It's in her hands. She's, you know, she's put it out there. She's in alignment. That it's coming right through the center of her being, out through her soul star chakra and her what's it called? Stellar gateway chakra. Okay, and right through the center of the pyramid. And those that are familiar, it is right in the center of, well, once was the absolute epicenter of the earth as well. Okay, so in total alignment, just saying yes. You say yes, and that which you're saying yes to will bring you much joy, much satisfaction, your new life, your new world. You know, it's that how you want your world to be, because your world is different to how I want my world to be. You know, that which you desire, it's coming in. It's just a matter of having that faith, having that trust, having that belief. It's on its way. It's coming. And on a collective level, you know, we're going through this process now, which is birthing the new earth. But it's how do we want to see it? And just even look at the difference in the colours here. Very soft, gentle, I want to say angelic vibrations. And here with kind of like the darker mystery of the universe and Earth. And I'm just seeing an orb, the orb that she's creating, the different dimensions, different dimensional consciousnesses that is coming into our new Earth. That's what we're bringing into being. Allowing ourselves to be the channel, to bring in this light, to bring in this new earth, these higher states of consciousness, where we start to understand we have the power within ourselves not so much the power, that's probably the wrong word, but the strength, the knowledge, the wisdom to bring about, create our own lives. We're starting to realise that we are more powerful than what we've been programmed to believe. And it's more, we're focusing more on a collective now than what we are an individual. It's like the individuals that have done the healing are all ready to, on themselves, are ready to bring the rest of humanity through. Those that still haven't woken up yet or aren't aware of what's happening. And I'm just talking about the higher states of consciousness. But that's the ultimate, that's the destination, really. And it's all about the journey, isn't it? And then, okay, so then we've got the Pleiades, which is the double mission. Now, this is where I feel it's the another star system, or civilizations, maybe, shall I call it, helping us as well through this ascension process to help Mother Earth ascend, to let go of all this old war and corruption and child sex trafficking and inequality and violence and weapons and power and greed and all this sort of old 3D heavy programming doesn't exist. Whilst the world still looks the same, everything still looks the same, we see things, we will start to see things differently. We are, seeing things for what they are. We're finding out our own truth, and which may differ to what we've been told. We're all on a mission to find our own truth. But in this respect, so this is all in preparation for Lionsgate, remember? Double mission, okay, channeling and uplifting humanity. So those that have done the healing and continue to do the healing on themselves are also healing humanity on a collective level. We're all contributing to the collective when we're doing our own healing. But we have to help those that aren't helping themselves. And we have to learn patience. Because we all want it now, don't we? We all want to be there. We're sick of this hard work and this slog and this self-discovery. So through this as well, it's going to come our truth, our individual truth about, are we living our deepest truth? You know, the sword of truth, cutting through any fears, any doubts, any insecurities, any attachments, to find out essentially who you are. Because who you are is not really who you are. If you come from the point of view of there's more to us than what meets the eye. Warrior woman searching her truth. And I'm just being reminded of triggers here. You know, when we're triggered, it's like we don't agree with what we've seen or heard or what have you. Not heard. Star Trek, Currently Star Trek. And so, whilst we've got to take responsibility for ourselves, okay, and our feelings, and sit with them as uncomfortable as they are. But it's once you've sat, well, this is my experience anyway, having sat with the emotions and allowed myself the space to feel. And for me, like the trigger was being ghosted or being ignored, my messages from someone that I thought I was important to. So maybe I've got, and I know I've been ignored in the past. So bringing up stuff that needs healing. Cool. But also, at the same time, it's like, hang on a moment, I've got to find, why is this person doing this to me? Like, what's going on? I need to find the truth of the matter. So then that kind of, I guess that sadness that you go through, or the whatever the emotions you go through that you're feeling, oh, what was I thinking? Whatever emotions you are going through. Oh God, hang on a sec. So all the sadness that you're feeling at the time that you release, then kind of turns to maybe, and I only speak for myself as well, like questions, questions, questions. So now I need to search for truth. Why? Why? So the sword is also, yes, the sword of truth, bringing light, using it to bring light into the darkness or to sever any darkness. But ultimately, truth. And this is kind of what life's about, searching for our truth. What 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 is our truth? Who are we? Where do we come from? So that's how we can best use um, these next couple of weeks. Full moon as well. Actually, hang on, I did pull some moon cards. I maybe should have started with those. Um, so those work your light cards that I've just shown you build up for Lionsgate. So then what I did was I actually pulled some cards from the Moonology deck by Yasmin Boland and Nix Rowan. So I actually pulled this card out of the deck, which is the new moon in Leo, which is coming up next week. Okay, and then the cards that oh, I should have pulled some more cards about that. Anyway, The cards that came out for that was full moon in Capricorn. What's that? Full moon in Capricorn is the end of a tough cycle approaches. Thank goodness. But this is coming up into the new moon, bearing in mind, and then heading into Lionsgate. So probably the next maybe 3 weeks. Okay. So mid-August, things should perhaps start to ease up. You'd like to think, energetically anyway. Well, I'm not sure when full moon in Capricorn is. What's the point? Anyhow, okay, so, now the new moon coming up, the new moon in Leo, which is what's coming up next week, sorry, I forgot to say, is confidence is your key to success. So that brings me back to being, your body, mind, and spirit being in alignment. Bringing in your new world. Okay, no one has to agree with what your world looks like. It doesn't matter. It's your world. Okay. So with manifestations, and this is how your confidence builds when manifesting, is you start with something little, something small, and then build baby steps and get bigger and bigger and bigger. And sometimes you've got to wait a little bit longer for the whole process to come together, and sometimes it can take years. It depends on you and your belief, but belief in self first. Belief in here before belief out there. So yes, confidence, and when you're in alignment, things start happening. Your confidence builds, so then you keep creating more and more and more and more and more to come into your life, and it keeps coming. So it naturally builds your confidence. Okay, so this is, dream big. And it is not easy. It is not easy. This we know, and we've had it. It's been a long process, but it's a process that needs to happen because a new start is coming. Okay, it's the birthing. It's the birthing the new age is what's coming. We're birthing the new age, our new worlds. So we're going through like the birthing process at the moment, which, as you know, is very painful and can be difficult and can be a struggle and is not easy and takes time most of the time. Some babies just pop on out, but more often than not, the baby has to come out. The baby has to go through that process to kind of awaken on its arrival. And then we've got supermoon energies. So emotions are running high, and when we start manifesting, or when our dreams start manifesting, when we start to realize our manifestations, our emotions are high. We get high. It's exciting, and to know, and that you've created that yourself. And so when that naturally lifts your vibration. So then when your vibration raises, then more things on that higher level keep coming in. So gratitude as well is something else that comes in here. Gives you more reasons in which to be grateful, more reasons to create more happiness and more joy and more laughter, because how cool and how funny when you can manifest that which you desire. And you want to share it with everyone. It's just this excitement. It's like you've won lotto, but you might have won something else. Goodness comes in many forms and many ways on various days and various amounts. So, just keep feeling good, keep feeling high over this new moon. Start to build those emotions about bringing your manifestations into being. Start getting excited. You've been really resilient. I'm just going to, when's full moon in Capricorn? Oh, we've just had the full moon in Capricorn. Oh, wow. On July 14th. Okay. I didn't know that. Right. Okay, so the last... That light there. Cool. Right. So this is the full moon that we had in the middle of the month. I didn't realise that. Okay. Oh, how funny. And this is what came out when I did shuffle it. Right, so we've started. Emotions are running high. The build up to the new moon, because a new start is coming. And that new start is whatever you choose to put out there over the new moon, and also, Lionsgate. So then I decided to pull a couple of cards from the Gaia deck. This is a really beautiful deck. I love the colours, the depth of the colours, and the artwork. Beautiful. That's one of them on the front of the book. Beautiful cards. And the cards that came out was the Night Wind and Rising Above. So the Night Wind is facing our fears, subconscious release and healing. So, what I spoke of about before about the triggers, maybe any residual triggers that have come to your attention of recent light, maybe bring them to the fore to work on those. Because that would be good to kind of heal those before you go into Lionsgate. Facing fears, what was it? Subconscious release. And Rising Above, which is clarity, freedom, solution. So that's right. So when we can face our fears and do the healing around those fears and release, because bearing in mind, easy for me to say, I've got fears too, but fears are just thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. Okay, so when we can change those thoughts or heal the trauma around them, it's no longer darkness. We've filled that hole, if you like, or that gap with our own self-love, and light. Sorry. And when we can get it out of here, it brings in space for clarity. It brings in space, it creates space, creates space for clarity. It creates space for new ideas, because now if you imagine that you're no whatever was holding you back, those self-sabotage thoughts, those self-destructive thoughts, whatever fears, subconscious beliefs, judgments, all that sort of stuff, all that done. Once again, it's all that 3D heavy emotional stuff that, look at the difference. This is 5D, this is fifth dimensional consciousness. This is peace. This is love. This is freedom. It's individual. Just yeah, seeing things from a bird's eye view, or from a higher perspective. Taking taking yourself out of the emotion of it. That's kind of what I'm trying to say there. As I link in with that, I get the element of air. In fact, I get the element of air with that one as well. So coming back to thoughts, coming back to mindset, coming back to beliefs, coming back to intentions. They're just thoughts that have come from an external source. Probably many years ago, or maybe lifetimes. Okay, so start to get clear. Oh, look, this one's number 11. What number is that? 23. 5, change. 11 is the spiritual, is the that's Archangel Metatron number as well, but it's also, it's the 2 pillars of light. We've got, the dove of peace. So when we can get clear about what it is that's stopping us achieving that which we desire, or that which we desire, it doesn't really matter, but it's about getting clear. Sorry, I just lost something's come on the screen. Just kind of lost my train of thought for a minute there, because that wasn't what I was going to say. Okay. And the solutions, when we can get out of our own head, the solutions are presented to us. And in order to, bring our manifestations in, we need to have a sense of peace around that which, a sense of peace that it's done. It's just up to me now. It's done. Spirit have done their bit. It's just up to me to get out of my head and out of my emotions too, actually. Accept the faith and trust. Okay. Um, right, what else? What else? What else? Okay, triggers. Let's look at triggers. I'll do another couple of cards from Work Your Light. Okay, so let's ask about our triggers. Obviously, you will know what your triggers are by the way you feel. Because it doesn't feel very nice normally. Okay, Spirit, what more can you tell us about our healing our triggers? So I've got two cards. Healing our triggers. We got the card of Align Your Life. And the card of Inner Temple. So, yeah, and I did this too actually. It's coming back into your heart space. Breathing into your heart space. Loving yourself. And then, okay, so these are the cards. This is the one that came out first. Align your life. And the Inner Temple. Okay, so this is all looking fractured. This is the trauma here. This is the fractured thoughts. This is the anxiety, the mental torture, maybe even, whatever it is. And it's, you know, it's bringing it all back like it's, you can tell it looks like a broken mirror. And it's bringing all the shards back in together to make one whole piece again. And how you do that is you go into your heart space, go into your heart chakra, go into your inner temple, where there is comfort, there is love, there is compassion, there is forgiveness, there is gentleness, there is unconditional love, there is healing, there is peace. Your sanctuary, where you're safe to rebuild this broken you. Take her, take into here. Come together. Rebuild, recreate. Remind yourself of your inner beauty. Because when you look in the mirror, what you see back is not actually who you are or who you think you are. Like illusion here too, so I link in with that. Look in the mirror is kind of like an illusion, because I look in the mirror and then someone else looks in the mirror, they see it completely different. They look at me, they see me differently to how I see myself. Take your time, I'm hearing as well. So that's in regards to the Lionsgate. Okay. So start getting in alignment now if you can. Start getting all your intentions in order. Okay, Spirit, what else would you like to tell us about the new moon in Leo? The next 7 days. You get the full moon in Leo. So big Leo energy. It's this Lionsgate. So this is, what does it say? Oh, full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. So, you know, no matter what, just maybe, you know, trying to tell a Leo to take a step back. But that's what I want to say is just, you know, just take a step back. Enjoy the energies, enjoy the upliftment, enjoy so there's a lot of light, a lot of love, a lot of happiness I'm picking up around the next, at least, you know, right through, well, when's the full moon in Leo? Probably mid-August, so the next 4 weeks. You know, and I kind of, as I link in with that, I kind of get a bit of a feminine energy coming through. So even though it's the lion, maybe a more, or maybe not a feminine energy, but a more gentle masculine. So not as ego-driven, perhaps. And pride is ego, isn't it? So, you know, just this is the new moon. This is the new moon coming up next week. Okay. You know, and pride, when you let your pride get in the way, that'll be a trigger. You know, it's ego. The reaction is ego, but still, if there's another party involved, there's got to be some responsibility from the other party. So that's where seeking of the truth, the warrior woman comes in. And again, it's, you know, their unhealed trauma too. So it's just, we're all going round and round and round. Okay. We'll see what Mother Earth's got to say. Oh, what is the date today? It's the 22nd. Oh, 22/7/22. 22nd of July, 2022. 1922, I was going to say. That's funny. Okay, Gaia. What would you like to say to our audience today? Enchanted Forest. Oh, oh beautiful. The enchanted forest and sacred earth mother. How beautiful is that? So there's the mystery. We've got feminine, the full moon there. Feminine energies coming in, the light coming in to the darkness. Not so much from a negative point of view, but just to show the mystery that is there. There's lots of love, there's lots of growth, new love, high vibes. It's like you're open to receive this beautiful spiritual light. Energizing Mother Earth. She's being energized from the moon. And she's sending us a message of love. How beautiful is that? That's above, so below. Beautiful. Pink, sparkly, unconditional love from Mother Earth. So it's almost like it's not only a message of love, but also a message of thanks for all those that are doing their bit to help bring the light into the darkness on planet Earth. Using your light, using your love, using your healing energies, using your heart to love Mother Earth. She's just letting us know that she loves us too. Beautiful. Okay, guys. I think that's all. Let's check my notes. Oh, actually, here's some notes I wrote down. In preparation for the Lion's Gate. And it's interesting that two Leo cards have come up. Because one thing you can do to get the most benefit out of the energy portal is to lean into that inner Leo. You know, feel the strength and courage and feel the radiance. That inner lioness or inner lion. You know, there's a lot of sunshine, a lot of positive energy around at this time. So start to mentally prepare for that. And it may take strength, belief, courage, but also it's an inner knowing. It's an inner, it's a belief. Okay, focus on love. Love, this is, you know, what comes through from the Leo energies as well, the love. Prepare for massive shifts, birthing the new age, birthing our new world, birthing your new world, birthing a higher states of consciousness. Birthing higher frequencies, which a lot of us are doing at the moment. You know, tap into that spiritual side. Tap into that spiritual side. Here's another one. Tap into that spiritual side. These two as well, you know, align your life. In a temple. your truth. Practice gratitude. You know, start giving thanks for what you do have. Already, that's a good start. Attitude of gratitude is, as you know, can amplify your manifestations, amplify the speed, amplify the fact that more often than not you get more than what you wish for. You know, work on your manifestations. Think about what you want. Write down what you want. Talk about what you want. Imagine what you want. Visualize what you want. Meditate on what you want. And don't allow any of those fears to talk you out of it. Believe in what you want. Believe it and you'll see it. You know, just try, as I said before, just try with little things first. And the confidence. Where's the confidence card? I forget. I think that came in. Confidence. Confidence is the key. Oh, that's the new moon in Leo, yeah. So when things start happening for you, that just builds your confidence. Okay, but once again, it's just a thought. So if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. But either way, you're right. So don't let the ego sabotage your dreams. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you. Just looking at the light over here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope you get something out of that today, and I really hope big things come to you in the new moon. And Lionsgate might do another video a bit closer to Lionsgate and start amping up for it because I'm really looking forward to it. All right, guys, have a nice weekend. Talk soon. Bye.